for prime, who would have won, Crawford or Mayweather? Prime for prime.
Crawford.
Really?
He's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter.
His basics are solid. His fundamentals are solid. He's strong. He's physical. He's moved up and become, solid at a heavier weight than when he started in his career. He's grown into. He's got great experience.
Floyd Mayweather is often regarded as one of the greatest defensive boxers of all time, but whispers around the boxing world suggest that stepping into the ring with Terence Crawford could be a disastrous move. Experts warn that Mayweather, now long retired and past his prime, would be putting both his legacy and his health at serious risk against a pound-for-pound king like Crawford. Known for his brutal combinations, sharp timing, and ability to adjust to any opponent, Crawford represents a dangerous challenge that many believe Mayweather should avoid at all costs.
Way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, now that was a big take. And of course, he's fought both of them.
Yeah, he would know.
So that was a big take. But
not
yeah,
really.
I think
lost
so.
to both of them. Not for people who watch boxing. No, that's not. No.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that we sent that Terence Crawford some love, because he also talked a lot that night about how people underestimated him and thought, because people didn't really. He doesn't have the biggest star power, that he wasn't going to win the fight, and he definitely took that home. So congratulations to him. Now
bring the what?
He doesn't have the biggest star power.
Oh, no.
Yeah, people were he was saying that people were underestimating him because of that.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. retired from professional boxing with a perfect record of 50-0, cementing his place as one of the sport's all-time greats. Terence Crawford, also undefeated, has built a reputation as a multi-weight world champion, admired for his ability to switch stances, his ring IQ, power, and versatility. As Crawford continues to dominate in multiple divisions, comparisons, hypotheticals, and debates about who would win if both fighters met in their primes naturally continue to build momentum.
Terence Crawford on Saturday has not only become the pound-for-pound #1 fighter, I honestly believe that he surpasses now Floyd Mayweather as the best fighter of this generation. That's what I believe.
If that was the goal by Floyd, to be undisputed, then he would have chased undisputed. He chased champions until he became the money draw.
Do you know that Floyd never unified any of the divisions he fought in?
Because he never had to. He was a draw. He just didn't have to. He done the hard work in getting there.
Terence Crawford started out his boxing career as a lightweight, and now he's gone up to super middleweight and become the undisputed super middleweight champion, beating a guy like Canelo who, listen, previously, man, he was wreaking havoc through that division. And Terence Crawford's just gone out there and taken the belt off him with, let's be honest, relative ease.
Legendary three-division champion Shane Sugar Mosley has stirred debate by suggesting that Crawford might actually have the edge over Floyd Mayweather, at least against certain versions of him. Mosley highlighted Crawford's power, versatility, and ability to switch guards, arguing that those tools give him unpredictable angles and dangerous offensive options. He stated that against Money Mayweather, Crawford could very well come out on top. However, Mosley admitted that the younger, more aggressive Pretty Boy Mayweather might present Crawford with a much tougher challenge.
Go ahead.
Did you believe or do you agree with the fact that Canelo is saying Crawford is better than Mayweather from an outsider's perspective, having not fought Crawford? Who do you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have had the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Former world champion Tim Bradley has publicly stated his belief that Crawford would beat a prime Floyd Mayweather. Bradley emphasized Crawford's intelligence, versatility, and impeccable timing. While acknowledging Mayweather's defensive mastery and agility, Bradley argued that Crawford has enough offensive and tactical weapons to break through and secure a victory.
Distance, but Terence Crawford is also a master at distance. Terence Crawford has punching power to hurt Floyd Mayweather. We saw that in the Zab Judah fight now.
Yeah, Shane too. Shane hurt him with the right hand.
Shane did hurt him as well.
Yep.
And did he fight Shane? But did Floyd fight Shane in his prime? Do you think he fought him in his prime?
No.
Exactly.
And
Max,
Zab wasn't quite a Shane-level fighter. That's true. Listen, it'd be a great match.
Amir Khan has expressed deep respect for Crawford and believes there is a legitimate case that he could beat Floyd Mayweather. Khan praised Crawford's timing in the ring, pointing out his ability to disrupt rhythm, make precise adjustments, and execute smart game plans. Reflecting on his own fight with Crawford, Khan noted how Crawford frustrated him by making him miss by fractions and then punished openings with perfectly timed combinations. Khan added that Crawford is superior to many of the big names in the welterweight division and feels that even Mayweather's legendary defensive craftsmanship might struggle against Crawford's blend of offense, ring IQ, and adaptability.
Look, when I was in the ring with him, even though towards after the 1-2 rounds, I started getting my rhythm, but I have to say, put on the best fights I've ever faced, honestly. And I've faced the likes of Canelo, and I was at boxing fighters like him. Every fight I've lost previously was when I was up on points, and obviously might have got caught with a good shot and got knocked out or whatever. But with Crawford, his timing was so on point. I mean, like, what a great fight he was, technician. And I'll always, look, I'm not a hater in any way. Look, even though the fight went the way it did, but I just think his timing was amazing, and just everything about the game plan he had for the fight. I mean, he's a brilliant fighter. You cannot take that away from him. And if he was to fight any welterweight, being Manny Pacquiao, being Errol Spence, being even Floyd Mayweather, I think Crawford would beat a lot of them, maybe all of them. Even and the only fight I would say for him would be a good fight technically would be someone like Mayweather. But I really think he would beat Mayweather as well.
Carl Frampton, the former two-division world champion, has argued that Terence Crawford's performance against Canelo Alvarez went beyond simply winning. It changed how he views Crawford relative to Floyd Mayweather. Frampton pointed to Crawford's dominance over Canelo, particularly the way he controlled the fight, inflicted damage, and dictated the pace, as proof that Crawford has reached a level capable of challenging Mayweather at his very best. He compared Crawford's technical proficiency, ring generalship, and finishing power in that fight to the benchmark performances often cited when discussing prime Mayweather.
I feel that Crawford is going to nick it. I think if he does nick it, it does kind of have to be a stinker. He has to move and use his feet. I think Canelo's feet aren't what they once were, but certainly he's a stronger man in the fight. I think we're going to see a very close one, possibly even a draw, but if you put a gun to my head, I would say Crawford in a close points decision.
You talk a bit about the fight maybe not catching fire in the way some are expecting. If Terence Crawford is to win the fight, does it have to be that sort of fight? And leading from that, can he hurt Canelo Alvarez?
I don't think so. I mean, look at the shots guys like Golovkin bounced off Canelo's head. It's almost like he's unhurtable. We seen him hurt by Miguel Cotto's brother a number of years ago, but that was it really, and he was a young boy. So I think that I don't expect to see Terence hurting or being able to hurt Canelo, but there's a way he can win the fight, and that is by outboxing him.
If Terence Crawford does win, as you're predicting, does he rival Alexander Usyk for that number one pound-for-pound spot?
I mean, you have to start. I've never really thought about it, but that's a good question, and he'd certainly be in.
Shakur Stevenson has made it clear that he views Terence Crawford as just one fight away from entering the greatest of all-time conversation, especially if Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez. Stevenson highlighted Crawford's skill set, movement, and boxing IQ, believing those qualities give him the tools to neutralize Canelo's offense and tilt the fight in his favor. He suggested that a victory over Canelo, long considered boxing royalty, would not only add another title to Crawford's resume, but also stand as a defining moment that shifts how boxing history remembers him. In Stevenson's eyes, such a win would cement Crawford's legacy among the all-time elites and silence many critics.
If Bud beats Canelo convincingly, right, would you put him above Floyd in all-time great?
See, I ain't
Give me a solid answer. Come on, Shakur. Don't dance around that, bro.
I can't get into that because at the end of the day, it's like...
But that's just an opinion.
It's opinionated.
Right,
Regardless,
I want your
it's opinionated. My opinion on it, I think Bud is the greatest of all time after doing this.
Okay.
But
thank you. That's all I wanted.
Floyd is the greatest of all time in my eyes too. Like
Yeah,
the shit
yeah,
I
I
don't
feel
watch with him is like
Right.
he's one of my favorite fighters. So,
I know.
Terence Crawford has pushed back against repeated comparisons to Floyd Mayweather, making it clear he doesn't see their styles or careers as directly comparable. He emphasized that Mayweather fought in a different era, with distinct opponents, promotional structures, and public expectations, while Crawford's path has followed its own unique arc. Although he acknowledges that comparisons make for interesting debates, Crawford insists his focus remains on what he can control, refining his craft, choosing the right fights, and maintaining consistency. He stressed that his achievements should stand on their own terms rather than being measured against Mayweather's legacy.